The continued investigation has now allowed police to obtain an arrest warrant charging Brian Walshe with the murder of his wife.
16 days after Ana Walshe disappeared, Massachusetts police charged her husband Brian with murder. Prosecutors say they found blood in the couple's basement, along with a broken, bloody knife. Investigators also found a hacksaw, blood, and a disposed rug at the dumpster across the street from his mother's condo. Ashleigh Banfield is doing the show from Massachusetts tonight and is there now. Look, sad case all the way around. Do we know what the final straw was that they're able to charge him, even though they haven't found her?
I can't wait for that, and we're going to have to. So, Leland, this arrest today there was a lot of rumblings about it. But when it came through, they said, we're not actually going to give you the details supporting this arrest warrant until the appearance. And that's expected to be as early as tomorrow. And make no mistake, Leland, you're going to have a lot to talk about after that hearing, because it's one thing to bring somebody in on a charge of being, obfuscating with the police. It's another to bring someone in on a charge of murder, especially when you don't have a body. So tomorrow, I think we're going to get some remarkable details above and beyond what you have already heard. And P.S., what we've already heard in my line of work is called remarkable.
Yeah, well, look, okay, there wasn't a lot of whodunit, right? After we figured out that he had searched on the internet how to dispose of a 115-pound woman's body, most people who have not murdered their wife and their wife is missing don't search for that on Google. So the question would be, do we have any insight anymore into sort of what transpired in the home between New Year's Eve when she was seen and the next couple of days when she didn't show up for work?
No, but I think we're going to get some of that, because if you want to make the leap from you said she went to work, she didn't show, you didn't, report her missing, and then you were doing all these crazy things. If you want to make that leap, you better have something solid, because I'm not even a defense attorney, and I could probably defend that in court. So that's why I say when there's an arraignment likely tomorrow, I think you're going to get some narrative that's going to knock your socks off. I think they have so much more than they just dribbed and drabbed out in those original hearings, because it is, like I said, this is a really big charge. And Leland, one of the things people don't usually understand about the strategy of timing when you charge someone is that the clock starts. We have a right to a speedy trial in this country, and if you are not ready and you don't have your ducks in a row as a prosecutor, the clock starts anyway, and you better get ready fast. And so it sounds to me like just in the last 9 days since they brought him in on being, difficult and basically pushing back on the questions and lying, that's what their allegation is. It sounds to me like they crossed their T's and dotted their I's and effectively, I think, got some lab work in. And once the lab work came back that that's Ana Walshe's blood, I think that's probably where you're going to get the nexus.
Right. And Evan Lambert reported that the video we showed at the beginning of the prosecutor announcing these charges, it actually was filmed 5 days ago. So to your point of crossing T's and dotting I's, they knew about this. You've covered way too many of these kinds of really sad stories to count, where it's a husband and a wife, the husband kills the wife. The true victims in all of this always end up being the children, in the truest sense of the word. Are we any closer to understanding the why behind this, or in the past, has there been a consistent why through it?
I have two questions that I usually ask when there's a suspicious crime, and especially a murder, and especially a family murder. The first is follow the money, and the second is follow the marriage license. And so whatever transpired between these two, that is going to be a big part of what a jury wants to hear. And I will say this, that bottle of wine that was, or a bottle of champagne or whatever it was, that had that message on it on New Year's Eve, that was so uplifting and so sweet from Ana, it just didn't sound like, the couple in the throes of about to call it quits. I do know this, in his affidavits before, Leland, and this is super key, he actually told a court in his sentencing memorandum, his sentencing affidavit, look, I'm the sole custodian for these kids. My wife got a way better job. She has the health insurance. She got this great job in Washington, D.C., and I can't move there because I got this anklet on. So I think he's a bit bitter about that to start with. But whether she was putting the, the kibosh on him altogether because she wanted to go there permanently and she'd had enough of this business. This, you're about to be sentenced for this fraud, for faking art. I don't know, but that message on the bottle that clearly I think was from New Year's Eve, it's just confounding to me because it sounds like a woman who was trying to make things work. So what happened that night? If I were a betting woman, Leland, I see this so many times. There was a fight, it got ugly, and somebody died. And maybe it wasn't supposed to happen, but it did. That's how I would probably start my research.
All right. Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.